Under the warm, golden sun and a clear blue sky, Pip, a lively little beagle puppy with long floppy ears and a tail that never stopped wagging, was enjoying a perfect day. His backyard was a lush green paradise, vibrant rose bushes gave off a gentle fragrance, and colorful butterflies fluttered around as if they were dancing. Pip ran everywhere, chasing the shadows of iridescent dragonflies, and digging in soft, yielding patches of earth purely for the simple joy of creating a little chaos. The sun began to stretch towards the west, casting warm rays through the thick canopy of the old oak tree. After a morning full of activity, Pip's little belly felt heavy. He sought out his familiar spot at the base of the oak, where the roots jutted up to form a cozy pillow. Pip curled up, inhaling the scent of damp earth and fresh grass, and before he knew it, his eyelids drooped. The warmth of the summer afternoon lulled him into a deep, peaceful sleep. In his dream, a gentle, floating sensation enveloped Pip as if he were drifting on a cloud. When he opened his eyes, the sight before him made him gasp. His familiar backyard had vanished, replaced by an entirely different world. Sparkling and colorful beyond belief, this was not grass, but a smooth moss carpet woven from mint-flavored gummy candies. The flowers were no longer roses or daisies, but giant lollipops of every imaginable flavor, their spiral stems made of candy canes. Above him, fluffy cotton candy clouds floated lazily, occasionally dropping shimmering sprinkles like granulated sugar. The small stream nearby didn't flow with water, but with glossy, liquid chocolate, giving off a rich, intoxicating aroma. Pip couldn't contain his excitement. He began to explore. A small house was built of gingerbread, its roof tiled with colorful slices of nougat. He took a cautious bite out of a fence made of brittle toffee, and felt the sweetness melt in his mouth. He dashed along the path paved with jelly beans, each step creating a fun squish sound. With the curiosity of a puppy, Pip bounded into a thick forest where the tree trunks were enormous licorice rolls, and the leaves were crispy wafers. He sniffed, tasted, and giggled at the pure wonder of this garden. He forgot everything, immersed only in the flavors and colors. But then, when his tummy was full and the lollipop sunbeams began to sink behind a whipped cream hill, Pip stopped. He looked around. Everything was still beautiful, but the sparkle now felt a little foreign. He ran toward the jelly bean path he thought he'd taken, but all the paths looked the same, winding and sinking into the darkness of the licorice forest. Pip's heart began to beat faster. He called out, "Woof? Dad! Mom!" There was no reply, only the sound of the wind sighing through the lollipop tops, creating a mysterious shush-shush sound. Fear rose up, drowning the initial excitement. Pip realized he had gone too far, too deep into the sweet candy garden. He was lost. He tried to sniff out the familiar scent of home, but all he could smell was the overpowering aroma of caramel, vanilla, and sweet almond. Tears began to roll down his small face. Pip collapsed onto the gummy carpet and burst into sobs, his cries sounding so tiny amidst this giant, sugary world. "Hello there, little one. Why are you crying?" A soft, slow voice echoed from behind a marshmallow toadstool. Pip lifted his head, tears blurring his vision. It was Goldy, a snail slightly larger than usual, with a shimmering, rainbow-colored shell made of sugar crystal and large, kind eyes. I'm lost," Pip whimpered. "I don't know the way home. I miss my house so much." Goldy slowly glided closer, leaving a sparkling trail behind him. "Oh, poor Pip, don't worry. This is the Garden of Enchantment, and Goldy has lived here the longest. I know every path, even those hidden behind the chocolate bar walls. Dry your eyes and I will help you find the way back home." Pip wiped his tears, looking at Goldy with grateful eyes. The tiny snail seemed to exude calm and trustworthiness, and so the journey began. Though Goldy moved slowly, every movement was steady and purposeful. Pip learned to be more patient, something he had never thought possible. Goldy led Pip through an endless maze formed by crispy gingerbread walls, where one wrong turn could trap you forever in the flavor of ginger snaps. Goldy used his small antenna to touch the candy ground, sensing the vibrations and the correct direction. Together, they crossed the sticky chocolate river, Pip used his tongue to clear the way, licking away the thick chocolate clinging to Globy's path, while Globy guided Pip away from the dangerous caramel potholes. Their friendship blossomed quickly. Pip told Globy about his flower-filled backyard and his chases with butterflies. Globy told Pip about the serenity of the sweet candy garden and how the moonlight made his crystal shell glitter brightly. They were two friends from two different worlds, yet they found comfort and joy in each other's company. After what felt like endless hours of walking, just as Pip was about to despair, Globy stopped and pointed forward with his antenna. "Look, Pip," Globy said, his voice slightly shaky with emotion. "That is the way out." Just above the tallest chocolate cream hill, a brilliant, shimmering band of light appeared. It was a colossal rainbow made of pure light and 7 dazzling colors, arcing over the cotton candy sky and touching down right in front of them. It was no ordinary rainbow. It was the gate that had brought Pip here, and now it was the gate for his return. Pip felt a deep sadness mixed with relief. He turned back to look at his slow-moving friend. "Globy," he whispered, "thank you. You saved me." Globy smiled, his crystal eyes twinkling. "You are welcome, Pip. Just remember that no matter how sweet or mysterious the world is, family and love are the sweetest things of all. Now, go." Pip gently nudged his nose against Globy's rainbow shell. A tight farewell hug, the sorrow of parting mixed with the eagerness to go home. He turned and began to step onto the rainbow. Each step was a different color, and as he walked, the sweet candy garden began to blur, becoming shimmering like stardust. He closed his eyes, felt a gentle swirl, and then a familiar, warm sensation enveloped him. Pip let out a soft whine, rubbing his nose against something rough. He opened his eyes. The afternoon sun was still golden, but it wasn't lollipop rays. It was sunlight filtering through the oak leaves. Under his belly were the oak roots, not mint gummy. The familiar scent of earth, grass, and his home's roses surrounded him. He was in his backyard, under the familiar oak tree. It was all just a dream. Pip stretched, let out a long yawn, but on his tongue, he could still taste a faint sweetness like caramel. He stood up, gazing intently at a small garden snail slowly crawling across a leaf. The snail didn't have a shimmering crystal shell, but Pip felt a strange sense of familiarity. Pip wagged his tail, his heart filled with happiness. He was home, carrying a sweet secret and an unforgettable friendship. It was a beautiful dream, a wonderful adventure, and Pip knew that no matter how much he grew up, he would never forget Globy and the sweet candy garden.